Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's the first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, we're going to Cleveland, Ohio with this one. And this right here is something straight out of a movie. Now, supposedly, this happened in a shopping center parking lot, I guess last night, where it was a car meetup at 4:30 in the morning. Which I don't understand that, but I mean, things are what they are. Supposedly there was an argument, then followed by the exchange of gunfire. And what happened after that is truly amazing to look at. This crime scene, they said, spanned several blocks. Multiple people shot, 30 to 40 shell casings and shots going off. People running for their lives, the typical chaotic hysteria we see in stories that we cover on the Dynamic Reason channel. Man, listen, this right here is just like a movie. You don't believe me? Check it out.
Terrifying moments as shots ring out at a shopping center overnight. It's a massive crime scene spanning several blocks. Victims rushed to the hospital by both EMS and private cars. We're getting a clear picture tonight of exactly what went down. New tonight, the surveillance video showing the chaos and panic as people run for their lives. Good evening, I'm Caitlin McCarthy, but first, here's what we know so far. Cleveland police say they got calls and shot spotter alerts for gunfire near East 115th and Buckeye around 4:15 a.m. When officers got there, cars were speeding away and a crowd of people was milling around in the shopping plaza. EMS took 4 victims to university hospitals, ranging in age from 17 to 25, 3 in critical condition, 1 stable. Police found a 22-year-old man in a crashed car nearby who had been shot to death. 5 other shooting victims showed up at the hospital in private cars. Detectives found shell casings all over the scene, along with 2 guns in nearby bushes and more guns inside a car at the hospital. Nearby security cameras caught the horrific scene on tape. Aria Janelle walks us through this stunning video.
The video starts around 2 a.m. Saturday. You can see people slowly arriving into the parking lot of Simon's Supermarket on Buckeye Road. A few cars are already doing donuts in the parking lot. The video shows at least 100 people arriving over the next hour. That's when more cars are seen doing donuts in that parking lot as people record on their phones and throw cups and liquor bottles on the ground. At one point, several fireworks are even set off. Then things start to take a turn when shots go off around 4 a.m. You can see everyone start to quickly drive away, people hiding behind cars, and people running the opposite direction. 2 cars are even seen crashing into each other. A few moments later, one man is shown in the bottom left corner pulling out what looks like a gun and hiding behind a car. He then runs up to where the 2 cars that crashed are. Then the video is too dark and grainy to see what happens next. One of the managers here at Simon's Supermarket tells me this is not the first time that he's come to work and found these burned tire marks in the parking lot. He tells me he's concerned that this is going to keep customers from shopping here because they feel unsafe. He's hoping that police will find a solution to this soon. Here in Cleveland, I'm Aria Janelle, 19 News.
Terrifying moments as shots ring out at a shopping center overnight. It's a massive crime scene spanning several blocks. Victims rushed to the hospital by both EMS and private cars. We're getting a clearer picture tonight of exactly what went down. New tonight, the surveillance video showing the chaos and panic as people run for their lives. Good evening, I'm Caitlin McCarthy. We'll have that coming up, but first, Michelle Nix walks us through what we know so far.
It was here on Cleveland's east side where the July 4th celebrations carried well into the early morning hours. Witnesses say there was a car meetup here at this plaza, but it wasn't the boom of fireworks, but gunshots that left at least 5 people injured and at least 1 dead.
Shots fired at the Buckeye Plaza. Got over 30 rounds going off.
Yellow police tape marks the sprawling crime scene. Cleveland police say shots were fired initially in the area of East 115th and Buckeye Avenue around 4:15 in the morning and included the parking lot at the shops at Buckeye.
They had everything blocked off. So you could tell it was like a massacre. It probably was like over 50 shell casings.
Latasha Adams witnessed the aftermath of the shooting as she went to pick her sister up from work.
They said something about it was a car meetup, and then people started arguing
That escalated into a deadly shooting and possible shootout, according to witnesses.
We possibly have somebody shot. I see a crashed out car and people running towards it. Tons of traffic.
Adams snapped this photo of a car flipped over and crashed nearby.
by Buckingham is where another, I believe, a red Challenger was flipped over and the person was deceased, and I guess the body was still in the car.
We're definitely going to need more cars here.
Officers called for more backup as it became clear there was one crime scene after another, some involving more shooting victims and crashed cars.
We've got a female calling in screaming for EMS at 114.
I just know it looked like the Wild Wild West. I didn't even know that everything was related until everybody started talking about it. It was all related.
Adams tells me when she was growing up, car meets were just fun, never violent. Now she says shootings, especially involving young people, happen almost any time there's a large crowd.
Every day they be calling me an old lady. I be telling them, Mom, look, you gotta live to get old. Y'all not even making it to see 30 years old. It's sad.
Police say the young man who died was approximately 22 years old. The other victims range in age from 18 to 21. Reporting in Cleveland, Michelle Nix, 19 News.
All right, guys, that's the culture that's out here now. Killer culture. I honestly believe there's no end in sight for the reckless amounts of violence that you see out here. And it's only going to continue to grow. I also believe, honestly, that the way the mentality of criminals are and people that are violent nowadays has far outseated the justice system. I also believe to be men, you got to see men. And a lot of these older folks that you see caught up in stuff like this set the precedent for the younger ones coming up behind them that are more vicious and violent as well. 5 people injured, 1 person dead on scene. Cars flipped over down the street. Cars crashed into poles. People just grabbing everybody that's hurt, just throwing them in random vehicles and running them to the hospital. All this from a gathering of the car meet and an argument between 2 different parties. And things escalate and come to this. I wonder if some of them people shot had anything to do with the argument itself. Because you got these people running around here with hair triggers and fragile emotions and an appetite for bloodlust with automatic weapons, war weapons, all kind of stuff out here. And when they let off these guns and spray a hail of bullets, anybody in the way is getting caught up in their anger for 1 or 2 said people. This is messed up. This is something that needs to be addressed nationally. I said it before. I think all of the states, all 50-something states or whatever, need to universalize their justice systems and put it together. Any murder or mass shooting or something like that should fall under federal jurisdiction. Seriously, this is craziness. It makes no sense. 4:30 in the morning, they're out there meeting. I don't know why they would meet that early in the morning. I guess they was coming from after parties or whatever, but that is always a recipe for disaster. You got people that are some drunk, some high, some just out there looking to get into some shit and ain't out there for the right reasons. It ain't a friendly gathering. Nothing good happens after 12 o'clock. I learned that at an early age, and I pushed that into my sons. 12 o'clock, have your ass in the house, especially before that. Ain't nothing out there for you unless you're looking for some type of negative impact on your life. Either way, man, this whole thing is messed up, man. It's going to be more of the same. It's going to get worse. 10 to 20 years from now, you watch the amount of crimes that are coming out and the vicious nature that's behind them. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.